Okay, for this video, we're going to look once again through portable apps. We'll look through the app list. Now, we get up to the internet section and we see, you see this is the internet section. And usually all the browsers that portable apps have will be here. But what we'll notice is, hey, the Tor browser is not here. And I'll explain what Tor browser is in a second. So sometimes you don't have an app in the portable apps. So what do? You open your browser and you search for portable apps Tor browser or whatever it is, whatever app you're looking for that you don't have. Now, I found it here at sourceforge.net, so that'll be the one. I've already opened it. Here it is right here. So you got Tor browser, which is portable, and you'll want to read a little bit and you'll see that it says this is a Tor browser portable package for portable apps. There's sometimes it can be a portable, but it's not for portable apps. Usually you'll see it says .paf.exe when it's designed for portable apps. So you want to click here and you download. I've already downloaded it. So once it's downloaded, what you do is you go apps and you go to install new app. So usually we do get more apps and we go online and we look for the apps. But in this case, we want to do install a new app. And here's the new app, Tor browser .paf.exe. All these ones that say .paf.exe are usually portable app applications. So let's double click that and we'll see the same window that we usually see when a portable app is installing. Close this guy and then we click finish. Now we can go back over here and we can see here's a new one. It's called Tor browser. You might say, well, we already got private browsing, Mozilla Firefox. Why do we need Tor browser? Well, Tor browser has a special function. Tor browser actually goes through the Tor network and it will hide your IP address, or it will give you a different IP address, and I'll show you how that works. Right here it says connect. So we can connect. It's going to go through the Tor network, and what the Tor network is kind of like a relay thing. It goes through and it touches different servers, and it allows you to do some browsing and make it look like you're on a different server coming from a different place in outside of the Tor network. So it's kind of a way. I don't know if you guys have seen the news or whatever lately, where it looks pretty much like the government is trying to allow your internet service provider to track your history of everything you're doing, and you know, keep track of it and give it to people. All right. Well, now what you'll see here is once it starts, it does say warning: the browser's out of date. So we do have this little button here, and we got to check for updates right here. So let's do that now. Check for updates. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Depends on how fast your internet speed is. Anyway, what I was saying is what it does. The Tor network. I don't know if you've heard of Tor, but Tor is basically a set of servers where it bounces. It bounces from one server to another server to another server to another, and then it comes out on the other end. And basically, what it does is it hides your IP address. So it keeps people from tracking what you're doing on the internet. Basically, it's a free. I mean, there are some services, proxy server services, VPN services, and things like that, which is can be slightly better. I mean, because the negative thing about Tor, here's what you want to use Tor for. Tor you want to use if you don't want anybody to know the end site that you're going to. So if you're doing something and you just don't want them to track it out, I showed you on the other thing where it has track me not, and basically it sends faulty information to Google and your ISP and other people that might be tracking you from your current IP address. Well, this is one step better because basically what it does is um, it doesn't even allow them to know where you're going and browsing. It basically changes your IP address to whatever IP address of the endpoint, and then okay, so let's restart. Um, it bounces you around the Tor network and then gives you an IP address. And so when you're browsing, you look like you're coming from one of the other IP addresses, not your own personal IP address. So if your ISP is watching what you're doing, which they are, or NSA or whoever, they can see you go to Tor, but they don't know where you come out at. That's basically the idea. So the next time it starts here, it's going to automatically start the Tor network. And okay, it's been updated. So now with Tor, we got a similar situation, which is you can go here and you can look at add-ons, and you'll see these add-ons have been updated all by themselves. So here's another pretty cool add-on, HTTPS Anywhere and no script. You can add those to your your normal Firefox if you want. For right now, I'll just leave it here. Um, Now, this one doesn't have the ad blocker and it doesn't have the other thing. Basically, what you want to use Tor for, you don't really want to use it for everyday browse. I mean, you do want to use it for kind of everyday normal browsing. What you don't want to use it for is if you really want to download something. You know, if you got a big file you're going to try to download, just use your normal browser to do that because the Tor network has some slow links. So your internet speed is going to be as fast as your internet provider going to whatever site you're going to. On Tor, you potentially could hit some slow because they don't really track their speed of all their servers. And another thing is you don't really want to download gigantic files through Tor just to be friendly to the environment. Um, So here's what we can see. We test Tor network setting. Now you see it says 151.80.38.67. I don't know where that is. I don't know what country it's coming out of. What we can do is look here though, and we can see example ABC Tor circuit. Um, you could do a new identity, and it says it'll start immediately. So you say yes. Starts back up. Check network settings, and now look, 185, 117, 215.9. Uh, that's a different IP address. You can do that as many times as you want. I mean, because the other thing that can happen on Tor is that you can end up in a city, or I mean, these IP addresses are all over the world, so it could be any country in the world. Uh, Another nice thing about Tor is that let's say you're in a country that's blocking some certain websites or some certain thing. This will allow you to come from wherever that IP address is and go to a website. So I don't know. I mean, people in China and things like that, or other countries where they block, like for instance, maybe China blocks YouTube, so they don't want any of their citizens, or or certain cities or whatever, seeing a YouTube website. Well, if they can access any one of these Tor network and get into the Tor network, they can use that to then be able to access YouTube from there. And everything you do on the internet or on these web pages is going to be coming from this address 109, 163, 234, 2. So, like I said, it can be slow, so I wouldn't use it to download big files or anything like that. Or maybe even if you, let's see, I mean, I'll go to a YouTube video. I don't know if you have a gigantic video trying to download. Also, might not be the best. see it says you're viewing in YouTube English. So obviously that IP address that I'm at is not from an American site, because otherwise, why would it be warning me about English? But you'll see, you can see the video. It doesn't look too bad. See right here? It's not downloading. So, wasn't bad at the beginning. Yeah, see, it'll stop. Um, so with the Tor network, you're basically going to be going at the lowest speed in the network, or it goes through links. It'll probably hit several servers before it comes out on the other end, and any one of those links in between could be a slow link, and so that's what you're dealing with. Uh, Now, like I said, there are paid for things. There's paid sites. There's paid. If you're really, really super paranoid about what you're doing on the internet and you don't want anybody to get it, then there is VPNs for pay. There's different functionality. I won't go into those now, um, but just letting you know that that's also available. Um, Most of my videos are going to be whatever you can do for free to try to protect yourself as much as possible. And I don't have too many things that are paid for. Or actually, I'm not going to have anything that's paid for unless maybe somebody requests it, or if it's just that excellent that it needs to be described. All right. I guess that's it for now. So Tor browser, that gives you anonymity basically on the internet as much as possible. And then if you're downloading, like I said, if you have to download a big file, or if you want to watch streamed videos or do things that maybe need high speed and you don't want to affect your performance, then don't use Tor browser. Use the normal browser with the extensions that try to protect you as much as possible. All right, thanks a lot.